one of those blankets in a washer before I came down here so that we could change the sheets. Whatever, but.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 35. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The tight end in motion right. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9. In motion, Aguilar. Henry again on second down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 31 yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In motion, the tight end. To throw is DeVito. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
DeVito going to look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's DeVito. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sidelines. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with a rookie. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll go again with Tracy. Wiggles free. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
To the air is DeVito.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
David Ajabo running in to take him down.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There's a hush indeed. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 8.
They go play action now. Jackson. Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw, it's DeVito. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's DeVito. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now, DeVito. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up a throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they can't bring him down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10.
In motion right is Aguilar. Now it's Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got Bellinger.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Tracy.
A solid stiff arm. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Tracy.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw is DeVito.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
DeVito going to look to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now it's DeVito. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
To the air is DeVito. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
That's complete to Slayton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here's DeVito. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And Robinson, the motion man right. Throwing now, DeVito.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Can you also grab Philip Pepper?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
On the run is Tracy.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw, it's DeVito.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jackson. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball,
there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
In motion, Aguilar. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Tracy.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Catch made by Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Yeah, the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now it's Tracy.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
To throw is DeVito.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose
And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now it's DeVito. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To the air is DeVito. Out.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Here's DeVito. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
In motion right is Robinson.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Jackson now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A handoff running left, Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now, DeVito.
Flushed out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
In motion, Slayton. DeVito going to look to throw it. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And then the other 2 ran into each other, and they both lost off windows.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
To throw, it's DeVito. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They begin with Henry and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw here. And he will
slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st down. He's back to throw. Catch made by Slayton.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now it's DeVito. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
We're not going anywhere. Stop the time.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Gano's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
That's how you do it.
Oh, wow.
Sit your ass down. So now we're in a good position with 44 seconds. Oh, we're up. I'm not sure. It's funny though, if we would have missed that extra point, we'd be down by 2.
So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime, and you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
And the Giants ready to come out now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Tracy trying the right side.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
To the air is DeVito. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he is into the end zone. They accomplish what they set out to do as they will take the lead here in overtime.
Almost got the touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
94 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime?
A short one there, caught by Likely.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him
No,
do there.
Rodgers is an
because
arrogant asshole.
he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
I mean, obviously it's a very clean game when it comes to turnovers, and there hasn't been anybody.
Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
But that's Madden.